Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to learn chapter 5 of history, that is rulers and buildings. From this chapter, what we are going to learn? So between the 8th and 18th century, the engineering skill and construction, building temples, mosques and tanks. Why were temples targeted? Garden, tombs and forts, regions and empire. In region and empire section, we will learn how the tradition of one region were adopted by the another region. Let's understand the theme of the chapter, how different rulers build up different buildings at their prime time. What are the significance of those marvelous architectures, and finally the development of architecture. Between 8th and 18th centuries, kings and their officers built two kinds of structure. One is private building. Example is forts, palaces, garden residences. Second one, building for public activity. Example is temples, mosque, tanks, wells, caravanserai and bazaar. So that means some buildings are built by the kings for their own use, and the another one they build for the use of the public or the people of their region. So we learned about the two types of structure built by the kings of the Middle Age rulers. To build up those architectures, critical engineering skills and laborious constructional activities required. Those monuments provide an insight into the technologies used for construction. But between the 7th and 10th centuries, architects started adding more rooms, doors, windows to building. So the task became difficult if we want to make a large room with an elaborated superstructure. Two technological and stylistic developments are noticeable from the 12th century. Those two changes were trivet or corbelled structure changed into arcuate structure and the use of limestone cement. Those two changes actually helped to develop the superstructures. At that time means the Middle Age king and sultans used to build several temples and mosques. Those temples and mosques were not only built for worshipping but also meant to demonstrate the power, wealth and devotion of the patron. Two such examples are Rajrajeshwara temple built by King Rajaraja and Jami Masjid built by Shah Jahan. We all know that temples are the places of worship, but several examples were there when temples were attacked and looted. It was sure that when kingdoms were attacked, the temples were also attacked. So, what was the reason behind this? In the political culture of the Middle Ages, most rulers displayed their political might and military success by attacking and looting the places of worship of defeated rulers. Two such examples are there. In the early 19th century, when Pandyan king Srimara Srivallabha invaded Sri Lanka and defeated King Sena I and looted his temple. Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni was a contemporary of the Chola king Rajendra I. During his campaign in the subcontinent, he attacked the temples of the defeated kings and looted their wealth and idols. Garden, tombs and forts were one of the important architectural beauty of that time. Under the Mughals, architecture became more complex. The Mughal rulers were personally interested in literature, art and architecture. Babur described his interest in planning and laying out formal gardens placed within rectangular walled enclosure and divided into 4 quarters by artificial channels. Those gardens were called Chahar Bagh. There are several important architectural innovations during the Akbar's time. Shahjahan's time it's more flourished. The central towering dome and the tall gateway become important as construction activity increased between the 8th and 18th centuries. There was a considerable sharing of ideas across regions. The tradition of one region were adopted by another. In Vijayanagara, for example, the elephant stable of the rulers were strongly influenced by the style of architecture found in the adjoining sultanates of Bijapur and Golconda. So students, that's the general overview of the chapter, the rulers and buildings. Thank you.